the best outgoing student for the year, Shakti Seshadri.
Welcome to the world of film, Shakti. A star is born today.
Queen is basically your first foray into the digital OTT platforms, and it's based on a book by the same name.
Yeah.
And you're playing a character that is inspired by Jayalalitha. Shakti Seshadri. Okay, so how is Shakti Seshadri different from Rajmata Sivagami Devi?
As far as being a strong woman, I would say they are both strong women. But as far as Queen goes, the character is like a person who was pushed into this world, and she was forced to become an actress. And then she was reluctant, but she reigned. She did it with. She was so successful. She gave it her all, in spite of being reluctant. But she was a reluctant politician also, but she gave it all and she rocked. And that's where I feel her strength comes from. Other than the politics part, there were so many relatable moments for me too, as far as this character goes.
So is that because of the film background or?
Being from a very orthodox Indian middle-class family, it was a shock for me to suddenly see this many people. And because I was shy and an introvert, I was always considered to be arrogant. But when I heard the script, it was the same with her too. And there were so many small incidents which I could relate to so well. So I would say Queen is really close to my heart.
How do you not let your characters bleed into each other? Because there is the Neelambari, and then there is Rajmata Sivagami Devi, and then I saw you in Super Deluxe, and nowhere have I been able to draw a parallel saying, oh, this Ramya Krishnan is the one that I saw there. So how have you managed to do that?
Each scene is a different scene. You react differently in front of the camera for the required scene, the way you do. So it just happens. Whatever happens in front of camera happens. It's not something I plan and do. So I'm happy you feel this way. But it wasn't a conscious thing.
1995, that was the year Ammoru released, and Ammoru is this iconic film where you play a deity, a goddess. 1995, Alluda Majaka also releases. She plays, I think, Papi or something, which is a completely glamorous character with Chiranjeevi.
Actually, the most glamorous role I've done. Yeah.
And I remember, watching Ammoru and getting goosebumps. And I also remember, watching Papi and the usual ups and downs.
Yeah. Whatever worked for me and for me to sustain and do different kind of roles is all because what you said. Both totally different roles, Ammoru and an absolutely glamorous role. Both worked for me. The thing is, getting these offers is not a big deal. Both reaching the audience with the same intensity, in spite of being totally diverse, is what I feel I'm lucky about. That is not in my hands.
You've done over 200 films, and there are a couple of roles that I could cherry pick. You have Neelambari, and you have this character in Chahat, and you have Aina Kiddaru.
Oh, yeah.
So all of these.
I'm glad you remember that.
Yes, oh yes, I do.
That was my first film where I had to do a negative. I was basically very reluctant to do Aina Kiddaru initially, but the director convinced me. And luckily, it was appreciated and it was well received. And so with Padayappa, if given a choice, I would actually wanted to have done Soundarya's role, but everything turned to my advantage. I know people in Panchatantram, there were a few calls telling me, you're doing a call girl's role, you're the mainstream heroine, how can you do a call girl's role? But I did it because I wanted to be a part of the film. But even there, I would have wanted to play the conventional role which Simran was playing, but I was offered this. I didn't want to refuse it, but I gave it my best, and that was also appreciated, luckily.
Has Neelambari changed, your career, or was it Bahubali that, opened up a larger gate?
Like you said, because of Aina Kiddaru, because that film was so well appreciated, that Neelambari had also these negative traits. So, one led to another, and it's just a chain reaction of one film to another so that's how it all worked.
This is just the beginning.